Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. It has been 2 years now since we purchased and moved into our Outdoors RV 27 TRX toy hauler. In this video, I want to give you an idea of some of the modifications that we've made within that time and give you some of the thoughts about what it's been like to live in this 200 square foot space for that amount of time. So to get started, let's run inside and Tammy will show us around in there.
Hello and welcome to our home. We're going to start back here in the garage. So we have taken out all the original furniture in here. Chris made this desk to go here for our workstation. This is one of our work from home stations in here. And then if you come over here to this side, this is Bagheera's section of the world. He is spoiled, so he gets his own little area. We then have, of course, the Happy Jack up here, which we have Betty's bedding on, and this is usually where the grandkids stay when they come down. They love it up there. The ladder comes down, and they won't roll off up there, so that's good. We've also put in a Lazy Boy love seat that we just love. This thing is very, very comfortable. So this is where we keep the humidifier because it does get very humid in here.
It's a necessary evil for RVs, I do believe.
Yes, it is. We've also put in a Yamaha soundbar because we had issues, even though that there's speakers in the ceiling, we had issues hearing a lot of times when the air was on, whether the heat was on. There was a lot of, we had to turn it up really loud. So we found with the speaker bar, it does way better, so. Okay, now we're going to show you what ORV designated as a gun safe. We have made it into where the trash goes and the vacuum. And so this you can lock from the outside, and it used to have gun racks in here that we took out. But in this particular floor plan, I don't know where you would put the trash can, so I wanted a 13-gallon at least in here, so that's what we ended up doing there. We got our little Walmart bags and one of these things we got from our Arizona trip. So,
and we'll link below to the trash can and other items because I know several people have asked us about where to find the trash can that will fit in that closet.
And it took a lot of research to find one because that's not very wide and it's not very deep, so yeah, it took me a long time to figure one out. So, and then wanted to show you, we ended up getting one of those and we love this. It is a paper towel holder. It's got the little springs on it, so when you're going down the road, it doesn't move. Your paper towels don't end up all over the floor. Okay, so then come over here and we have taken out the old fridge and have put in a Dometic 12-volt DC fridge that we really, really like. It's a lot more room. I think Chris said it was
10 cubic foot.
10 cubic feet. For the other one was like 7? 8. But the good thing with these are, even though we didn't seem to gain that much cubic feet, it's a lot deeper. You can fit a lot more stuff in there. I mean, it seems way bigger than what it was, than what it really is. So.
Right. And we'll put the link to that video too, is where we installed that.
Okay, now let's move into the bathroom. Okay, so this is the bathroom, and really the only thing we've done in here is we changed out this faucet. I wanted a bigger faucet that was more, even though this is small, I wanted more water to come out, so Chris installed that for us. Other than that, that's about it for in here, so follow me on into the bedroom. Alright, so we also Chris installed this TV, which has got the Apple TV behind it, which I forgot to say that the living room also had the Apple TV. For internet, we use the Peplink. We've got it up here. It originally was down here. I made Chris move it because I was always bumping into it and moving those things all over the place. So we moved it up here and it has worked out perfect. I will show you into these closets. Now, these closets are fairly decent sized. However, they're a little bit on the short side. So we had issues with, as you can tell, your shirts kind of are wadded up in the bottom. So as what we ended up doing was just getting this little, what do you want to call it?
Like drawers.
Drawers. And then we've got all of our shirts and stuff in these drawers. And then for like our socks, underwear, that kind of thing, I put in here. I got a little container there for my hats, winter stuff, gloves, that kind of thing is all in that. And then we'll go over to the other side. We have got on the back side, Chris installed what is it?
The Apple HomePod,
which connects to the TV. And then we got a JBL speaker back there that we use for like if you want to, I don't know, play some music or connect to your iPad, that kind of thing is what we use it for. And if you work here on over here, I have a lot of allergies, so we have a little air purifier there that we run at night while we sleep so that I don't get as junked up. This particular thing here is for the other desk. It folds down like that, or it'll go down even further, but it lifts up. And then this is where 9 times out of 10, this is where Chris is in here working from, this is his work from home space. And then, I don't know if he showed you in the corner, he has a little small guitar because he likes to play music, and it just sits right there in the corner. He also thought there was a need for his hats to be on my wall. We did not share in this opinion, but he finally got him some little hooks, and then he just puts them up there. They are out of the way. 90% of the time nobody can see them. However, it is kind of ugly. And the other thing we have that we put in was we put the shoe, I don't know, rack, hat, hanging thing. I don't know what it's called. Anyways, it's a canvas thing that has slots that you put your shoes in. So I think that's pretty much sums up what we've done besides what all you've done outside.
Right. So now we can go outside and I will show you around out there. So on the outside, one of the things that we added was the Lippert solid stance stabilizer, which has helped greatly whenever you're coming in and out of the door and up those steps. It keeps the trailer from rocking back and forth. However, one of the biggest upgrades that we've made is right here behind this door. So in here is where the majority of our electrical upgrades reside. We have the Victron 3000 watt multi-plus inverter charger, and we have 2 Victron solar charge controllers, one for the 510 watts of solar on the roof, and then the other for the optional 200 watts that you can plug into the side of the trailer. So as I'm sure you're aware, to run that kind of electrical system, we have to have batteries. And so up front here, underneath our Starlink cable and in this locked box that we got from Thompson RV are our lithium batteries. We have 4 Lion Energy 105 amp hour batteries, and I've got them hooked up to heaters and on a thermostat so that if it does get too cold, the heater will kick on and they will be able to charge. So that's about it for the outside. Let's head back to the inside and we'll give you our thoughts on this rig after 2 years of full-time living in it. All right, so that concludes our tour. Now, you might have noticed when we came in, though, we've made a few changes around the interior, and we'll get to that here in just a second. But before then, our thoughts on our 27 TRX after living in it full-time for 2 years.
I really like it. It's very well made.
Yes, it's built like a tank. This thing is just...
They have very good craftsmanship. We've had very little go wrong with it, and the few things that we have had, ORV has been really great with working with us.
Right, they've stepped up and sent us parts we needed or whatever, so it's worked out really well. And all of our upgrades, everything's been very beneficial. We've really enjoyed everything that we've done to this, from the 12-volt fridge to the electrical, our electrical system. I love it.
Right.
So As far as why we've changed around the interior, well, we are getting ready to put this trailer up for sale. And if you're asking why we are selling our beloved ORV, it's because circumstances change, and unfortunately this trailer no longer meets our needs.
When we first bought it, we were just going to use it for camping and traveling and stuff like that. When we bought the property down here, then we kind of started living in it, thought we were only be in it for a couple of months, and then that turned into 2 years. In the beginning, Chris was the only one working from home. So then I now have a work from home job, and so we did it, and it worked out fairly well, just in the area that we had going, but still wasn't quite big enough. In the wintertime, it got a little small, I would say.
Yeah, the two people and a dog in 200 square feet, it can be a little cramped.
Yeah, and you gotta all be doing the same thing and go in the same direction. You can't be trying to both do something at the same time.
And in reality, when we bought this, one of our main reasons for this floor plan was we did not want slides.
Right.
Slides, everything we had seen, slides were like one of the first things to break. We were adamant we did not want slides, which led us to this floor plan.
Which we love, and if we were just traveling in it, it would be great.
Right,
so,
right.
Living in it is another story. However, back to it is very well made. It has, for living in it 2 years, you can't hardly tell. It looks still pretty much brand new.
Right.
There's not much, wrong with it at all. So.
No. And so now we have purchased a new rig, and those of you on social will already know what it is, but those of you who are not, you'll have to wait till a future video for that one. And of course we do have slides with this one, because really for getting the room that we need, that's the only way around it. We will link the sell ad down below for this trailer. If anybody's interested, if you know anybody that may be interested, please share this. That would be wonderful. There are many, many, many upgrades to this rig that I will list all in that ad. There's more than I can think of right off the top of my head by far. And I will also make sure to post down below in the comments if we do sell it, so that you will know if somebody's seeing this later on, you'll know whether or not it's still for sale or if it has been sold. With all that being said, we hope you enjoyed this look at our 2022 Outdoors RV 27 TRX and how we have set it up to live in it full time for 2 years. If you have any questions, be sure to leave those in the comments below. And we thank you for watching, and we will see you all in the next one.